truth! You can't handle the truth!
What's up, everybody? Hope y'all having a good day. A lot of things been going on. Keeping my eyes on stuff and everything like that. One of the things I've always been interested in is the economy, and more specifically, money. Okay, I'll point it at blank, and how things like that work and everything. Recently, we've been hearing a lot of stories from Trump about them wanting to find out how much gold we got, not only in the gold vault in Fort Knox, but also in the Federal Reserve vaults that are situated throughout the United States. Three of them, I think, maybe four, I'm not sure. And he said he's going to find out. Him and Elon Musk said he's going to find out how much gold we got. Well, we've never really heard how much gold there is. There's reasons for that and everything like that, and maybe this will explain it a little bit to y'all here. Anyway, I have been long saying that for a long time that we're running out of gold that they can mine out of the ground. And recent reports coming in on the mining networks or the mining news kind of supports that. But anyway, why did Trump want to find out how much gold we got? Well, there's some troubles. The COMEX, or the metals exchange that's in London, part of the London Bank or the World Bank Associated Group and everything like that, they control the gold and the precious metal sales and almost all of the metal sales like that throughout the world. They set the prices, etc., etc. Well, they've been kind of caught red-handed. And what they've been doing is what banks have been doing is loaning out for every piece of gold they got. They count it as 10 times of what it really is, and they've been letting people borrow money off of this invisible gold, kind of like fiat currency, this fiat gold. They've been letting the world banks borrow money off of this fiat gold and base their fiat currency on it and go ahead and go around like this. So Donald Trump comes up and says, hey, where's our gold? Well, COMEX don't have enough to cover what we're supposed to have, or what anybody's supposed to have. Like I said, 10 times they can loan out the value, 10 times the value of one piece of gold, one brick of gold, 1 ounce of gold, or 1 pound of kilo of gold. So they're caught red-handed in the fact that the COMEX is starting to have some problems on people demanding their money, their gold. So this is calling a fallout. And as I said before, there's a lot of speculation in my end. What I've been seeing that there's a shortage of gold because there's only so much gold and precious metals or any other minerals in the ground that we can take out. It isn't like it's an open market and it's going to always be refilled. Guys, there's an end to all of this. So right now you can go up here and look on some of the places. Right here's one of them. I think it's Kitco. Yes, Kitco. And you can find out how much gold is. You can sit here and they got places on here where you can go through and watch the market, the value of it from back a year ago, 5 years ago to current date on several precious metals. They also got it on for base metals that you can go through and check out prices. But as you can see, gold is spiraling upward. They're estimating $3,500 an ounce by midsummer. Silver is set to jump up to around $50 by midsummer. That's another mineral that's coming up short. Again, the COMEX is part of the Bank of England. The Bank of England is part of the central bank organization which runs the market. Who runs the Bank of England? We all know that it was Jacob Rothschild. Well, we know that Jacob Rothschild died. So has the Queen. She died. And so now the thing has switched around. The reason this is important is because the control of the world banking empire, which is not really banking anymore, it's investments. That is where the money is. It's not in the banks, it's investments. Banks used to invest. Actually, Rothschilds was investing. They didn't really start banking until later on, but they were investors. Okay, they borrowed money, invested it, and got it back and made money off of that investment. So now new investment corporations are taking over the world. away from the Rothschilds, and they're kind of situated in the United States. And that's BlackRock, Vanguard, Citigroup, and et cetera. There's 4 or 5 of them that does that. But anyway, that's what's going on. Since that happened, the power of the banking world, the finance world, has shifted from the Bank of England to down there in Texas, y'all. All right. One of the things that happened recently is, y'all heard about it. The UK is talking about going around and seizing people's, taking people's inactive bank accounts. And I'll try to look it up, some real news on it. I heard about this on YouTube, and they showed us a couple articles, but now it's kind of finding hard information on it. But it was said that they was going to start, they was looking into passing legislation to take control of people's inactive bank accounts. And they is already starting to push forward to it and everything like that. Lo and behold, it was announced today on Common Sense Show, Dave Hodges, that Bank of America is starting to start doing this. They'll start to send out notifications to people that bank accounts have been inactive will start to be seized by the bank. Wow. So, guys, I've been warning y'all that you are just an investor in banks and financial institutions. So be watching this. If you want to now, it might be a good idea to start looking at precious metals, investing in that, and other things that you might come to need here shortly. Go right here to Mining News is one of the things I allude to. Also, Kitco is a good source for news about this. Gold's record rally spurs mining, blah, blah, blah. And so it talks about it. There has been a thing going on that these mining companies, all these mining companies around the world, mostly in Australia and South Africa and Africa, has been merging with each other. Now, if these people are making a lot of money off their mining operations, digging all the gold out of the ground, making money hand over fist or whatever, enough to pay for their survival, well, they wouldn't need to merge, would they? Well, with a limited supply of gold available, that would push a need for companies to merge, especially mining operations. So this right now tells me, this part right here, that flurry high-profile deals in Australia and growing political momentum in the United States to revive domestic mineral production. But they had been merging. Where was it right here? I saw it a while ago. I just saw it a few minutes ago. I'm sorry, guys. I'm ill prepared. But there is some news about it that they're going to start merging corporations, mining corporations, and because of a limited supply. But the thing is, guys, y'all need to start paying attention to what's going on and with this right now. It's kind of thing. Trump, of course, is on board with the cryptocurrency, so you might want to watch that. So that's where we're going to go, and been seeing a few other things indicating that most likely because of the lack of funds available for this, that, and the other social programs as well, Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, guys, we're going to start looking at a universal basic income coming in soon for everybody. And we watched the video not too long ago, it was an animation and everything of what it would be like on this universal basic income. And wow, it's dreary. It's very dreary. State-controlled media, state-controlled food, water, toilet paper. Anyway, you get the picture. I hope y'all have a groovy day, and we'll start getting you a couple more videos out here as soon as we can. But I want to bring this out, guys, that we need to start paying attention to what's going on in the gold market a little bit more, and you'll see what's happening. I got an idea that we might be not really seeing the extension of the Trump administration, because he's only allowed 2 terms unless extenuating circumstances happen. But you can't have an election if you have a king or an overseer or a dictator or whatever you want to call it. One of the other things on the political scene I've already noticed is people are talking about a certain West Coast personality. Gavin Newsom might be running for president in 28, but nobody wants him. But what I have been seeing is what's the name? Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania. He's already spouting like pull tabs or pull chains for your sweaters and stuff with the number 48 on it. He's been seeing that a couple of times. So, we might even make it to an election for 2028. But odds are that we are not. I hope y'all have a groovy day and stay aware of what's going on. Pay attention and be groovy. Later, taters.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!